You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep... Okay...
I asked my boss what to do. Been up there, huh?
I feel underdressed.
I don't know why they set up shop
Hello, welcome to the Galbank Archive. Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to... There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Defensive positions. Opening fire. Stay down. We're holding cover. We need to fall back.
One less baddie.
Neutralize the target.
This ain't over. Not by a long shot.
Target locked. You're dead. Cover and fire.
See, my friend here gonna teach you manners. Took one. It'll take more than that.
Surrender.
Gonna get some blood pumping, huh? Never mess with the code. Not need not. Galbank. Can you smell the rampant capitalism?
Kids miss you.
The project has to be done. This protocol.
I am not
There's a bit more in the back.
Ah.
Hope you're finding everything. Oh, please, take a look. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
some work.
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration here.
Nice to be back. So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship, Cora.
I have, Dad. I want to
You've
be
got
as
something for me?
for the captain as I am for you.
What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planetside?
It still fits, Dad. And I love it. Now, a new book.
Prepare for liftoff. Nothing like hitting orbit. Let's see what there is to see. Docking complete.
You want to kick back? Avoid the last Nova. Bog's in a funk that'd kill any mood. Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude problem.
Kinetics, electromags, energy weapons. Nothing. A slow ship will get you caught.
So, looks like, once again, I'm Jazz, resident. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. It may not be wider, but I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, we got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business. All business and no fun, huh? Shop's always up.
something?
We call UCC Steph sharks, but to the fleet, they are just bait.
You looking to start something? Because is Mina seeing anyone right now? The patience, I mean. I gotta sort of get. So there I am. You see security on my tail?
Well, well. Everyone always... Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't hear any... I carry most of the standard hardware. Occasionally, I stock a few Just don't screw... Oh, we all... A little advice, you bleed for the fleet. Anyone who says... Well, most people just glaze... Whatever you need. Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
That last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
You want to survive? My gear may not be bulletproof, but it's damn near close.
Need a drink? Bog at the Last Nova will be more than happy to take it.
Long live the fleet.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, Neva, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Whoa. EM class is an absolute no-go. There ain't a ship alive that can handle that.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creek's hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. I promise. You gonna write that in your diary, little girl?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
How much gear's costing us now? We gotta hit some military convoys or something.
Yeah, well, easier said than done. We end up on the wrong side of a SysDef cruiser, they'll missile lock us faster than you can spit. I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging. The fleet protects a lot, so yeah?
We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday. Those creds ain't gonna steal themselves. Better get a move on before Dale sees you slacking.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet. I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Ship services? You need it, I've got it.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed? Well, well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll off, but that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up and I might even start respecting you. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
You've got stuff to smuggle, I've got the stuff to hide it.
Rook,
Got mixed feelings about my last job.
Home sweet home. And we're away. Wow, look at that. A whole new set of stars. And we're docked.
The fleet call us sharks.
Yes?
There you are. We need to talk right now. I heard about that little stunt you pulled on the Siren of the Stars. Opening fire on a Starliner? Are you out of your mind?
Trident is furious at us right now. They want Commander Akande to resign.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how UC SysDef operates. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have to throw you in the brick.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here. So let's get back to the operation at hand. Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Doft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. It sounds like you admire that lunatic. He's kept ahead of us by murdering our past informants, so if you admire someone like that, maybe we picked the wrong person for the job.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.
We're getting reports of increased fleet activity near Volai.
Word is, you just opened fire on a Starliner.
Pirates are involved.
You're starting to take this pirate role a little too well, don't you think?
Anyone on chest says UC, and given the FC fought us tooth and nail to get their independence, our gunship showing up on their doorstep won't be seen as neighborly.
If these missions keep going... sideways. I don't know how much longer the commander can vouch for you.
SysDef Marines are the best of the best.
the smell of getting back into the harness. Separation complete.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Yeah?
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
In that case, I think I'll just wave hello.
I sure hope so. Because she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
You'd better. For your sake. Oh, and one more thing. SY920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. Are you kidding? The UC's already painted giant red crosshairs on our backs. Keyway and his pals at SysDef won't rest until we're dead. It's not like you can make them any angrier at us, right? Shoot the place full of holes if you want. Just bring back that comm spike. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Oh, okay. You'll make sure? More like get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay. The Crimson Fleet made contact with her. We were searching. Not only did she pass, but the results were off beyond that. We'll talk later.
UC will never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch it first.
This is it.
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades. Nothing more.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl.
Clamps released.
That's convenient. Kila City could really use something like that.
I take it you're Neva's new recruit? And rest assured, if I ever need to remember it, I will. SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Well, at least you're upfront about it. I've worked with folks who'll say they got your back and leave you holding them back.
Exactly. Telling you now will prepare you for what's to come. There's no safety net on this climb. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY920, you can't come and go as you please. Only what I've been told. Get you on the SY920, get you out if I can. That being said, I can be a better guide if I know what it is we're after. So, it's up to you. Interesting. When we get to the station, I'll see if I can pull any information on its whereabouts. Hopefully that'll make for a smoother trip. Less than you. And even if I did, I'm a smuggler, not a scientist. But if Delgado's after it, then I have a feeling there's a pile of credits waiting at the end of this job. So we better do it right. Enough to be on a first-name basis with the Marines working the comms. It also helps they want us to dock. A cargo ship means supplies, special requests, slates from home. In the void of space, a cargo hauler is a soldier's best friend. I'd like to, but I need to keep a low profile. In my experience, the more people know about you, the more they have over you. Famous last words. But you do this job right, and who knows what the future holds. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's crew aren't usually so chatty. But let's keep our focus on the mission. We can swap bar stories and share scars when we've got enough creds to buy the bar and fix the scars. We'll talk more on the ship.
Hope you're finding it. If it belongs on your ship, then I'm... Oh, please, take a look. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Whatever.
You will be scanned as you enter the
Hello. SY9. Yeah.
Yes?
All right.
What?
A few things. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Of course, I don't expect it to be.
Even I can keep my mouth shut if the occasion warrants it. What? I'm serious.
Right. I don't anticipate them boarding the ship, but even if they do, they won't be looking at the crew. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it. Alright, then get comfortable. We leave for SY920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grav drive. All systems go.
We'll grav jump the SY920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship, the fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked. Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone. Very funny. But if you do get into trouble, try and use that quick wit to your advantage. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then. Board the station and look for an intercom. We can sync up that way.
Pardon.
Excuse me.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. Cargo haulers are restricted to the cargo bay. We need a lot of cargo to keep a station this size running.
What's the serial number on that shipment we got yesterday?
Let me see. UC38302.
Wait, 38302, not 5.
Maybe I dropped it while working.
There's rumors Commander Natara was brought on to investigate the old commander. 2 weeks later, she's in charge.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, if you can find a way to open it. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll figure. Anyway, the door will let you. The uniform should get you.
You make that look too damn easy.
up okay?
I've heard the engineers say Dr. Vogel is an AI. I guess that's their way of saying he's smart. Or boring.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. I've hacked into the database, and it seems information on the comm spike is in the archives. There's a checkpoint you'll have to pass, which requires a clearance code.
We can always use the vents. On a station this big, there's lots of ways to sneak through.
I concur. I've never been one for remembering codes anyway. Just remember to step lightly and keep your heartbeat slow. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located the comm spike.
You headed down to the engineering bay? Well, you better hurry. You know what they say, Marine. If you're 15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late.
Need your clearance code, Marine. I'll say. You might want to track down your commanding officer and have them clarify your post. Maybe they'll draw you a map.
Hope you find the good stuff on there.
I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance? Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign, code doesn't match. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign, code doesn't match. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's...
Feel right.
Sorry, Ensign, code doesn't match. Stop right there, Ensign. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign, code doesn't match. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear. You're clear, Ensign Zaremi. I assume the two of you are together?
Yeah, we're part of the same unit.
Then you're both clear.
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
the tests for the comms pipe.
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
Always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I'd recommend
Yu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly. You are, and I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that. I like the confidence. Either way, you're going to get your chance to prove it. Good luck. If you manage to get the comm spike and make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying.
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2. But we won't tell Commander Natar. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? The comm spike. But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure. Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters, particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST. Splendid. That was fast. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious. I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all. But are you a UC pilot? That's the question. They tend to look the same as Freestar pilots, or even House Varun pilots. Minus the face tattoos. Then where are they now? And what order are they in? Backwards? Because I haven't seen anything to corroborate your story. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Now, if you don't have any further business... Steal the comm spike? Why? Who is this person? Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, result. Wait, who are you? Oh, yes. I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first crab jump. You name it. Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology. Yes, it's not... not that we'd care about that sort of thing. Outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts in the... Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go so far. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress test the systems. The kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifices. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST. Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious. Really? Then maybe all of my pestering has finally paid off. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that phrase. I've never even seen a horse, but from what I've read, they would make for very poor pilots. I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center.
Stop right there, Ensign. There's been word of suspicious behavior from someone matching your description. All right. Well, if you say so. Who did you say you were again? Look, I'd like to help, but... All right, you're clear. Just keep in mind there's been reports of a possible intruder on the premises.
You'll find the prototype ship at docking bay 8. Use the password to access the flight.
I should stop letting my career define my self-worth. The project might not even exist tomorrow.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Oh, you
do? So, what's this big project you're working on?
Well, I can tell you, but then I'd have to...
Really? Couldn't you just trust me? Test pilots only beyond this point. All authorizations, and complaints for that matter, go through Dr. Vogel and Commander. Not on my watch. Outside of Dr. Vogel, the only person to authorize additional permissions is Commander Natara, and I don't see...
Prototype ship, you are not cleared for takeoff. What's going on over there?
Unauthorized launch from engineering. All ships, secure the prototype.
I have visual. Safety's off.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Driver spinning down. Jump was smooth as butter.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
We'll secure that ship for you.
Head on in. We'll take the ship to another port so Jazz can have a look.
The fleet is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
So there I am. Using security on my trail.
Bog's a softie, if you get to know him.
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself.
Assuming we even get a cut. I'm still not convinced.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Oh, did you get it? Whatever it was.
You're always looking out for traitors.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish you.
Need something? Drink? Bog and the last Nova will be more than happy to take your credits.
The fleet protects our ward. Don't you turn against us. Yeah?
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash. No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
The fleet's the only family you need.
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades.
I have things for you.
Clamps released. We're free. Imagine how Solomon must have felt. We're here, Captain. Nice clean dock there.
I haven't seen my family in a while, but mission takes forever.
Okay, hello. The fight on the Siren is gonna be all over the news.
You're back. Anything to report? It seems you still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process. Honor, loyalty, and valor are exactly the attributes we admire in a CISDEF operative.
I like to keep my gun holstered unless it's absolutely necessary. Which is an awful lot now that I think about it.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report. That all depends on what you brought back from your mission. Aside from your eyewitness testimony, I assume you have the usual evidence that could lead to her incarceration?
I can take it off your hands once we complete your debriefing, but at the moment, I'm far more concerned about the comm spike.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem? The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake. It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
Here to chat.
Going under cover.
I'm not worried about the fleet taking the comm spike. Not like they have the brains to use it.
Yep. Anything to report?
Word is you had to steal
I've got to say,
classified
this
technical
entire
information.
operation has been executed.
So, how fast is that prototype ship of yours?
Faster.
Faster than what, exactly?
Whatever speed you're thinking of, it's faster.
Next, I could bend your ear when you got a moment. Round again. Another jump down.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective.
Dead.
Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
We're locked in and landing. There's nothing in the settled systems quite like neon. Crazy, terrible, but never dull neon. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
Neon security! Stop
Never
immediately!
get on my bingo card.
Don't be stupid! Stop!
Neon security, you're under arrest. I guess you're smarter than you look.
Assume you're all. I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time. You know, the way you handle things, not bad.
So you're telling me I have...
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon.
You're home away from home. Here, you covered.
Got it.
Are trained and certified.
Look, I ain't
You
gonna
don't have
stand
places
around
like this in
all day,
Aquila,
right?
that's for
You
sure.
want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on this street before, and I've never paid this much.
You looking to get zoned?
Buying it at the Astro Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this stuff or not?
Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. Specifics, huh? Okay, fine. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits.
Benjamin goddamn Bayou is worse than the Crimson Fleet. I'm not even joking.
Benjamin Bayou, Neon's esteemed mayor, or administrator. He's also the greatest. The only reason I'm the last thing I need right. Yep, just like a couple of Model A's. Program us, point us in the right direction, and watch us go. I don't have a ton of time. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. Well, well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. And I suppose you're gonna head down to Generdyne and kick down the door? Wow, it's so simple. I can't believe I didn't think of that myself. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the right. The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, as for dealing with the rest is up to you, Rook. Not much to tell, really. Damn thing was supposed to be some... Only catch is that you need a planet like... Ding! Watch your step. Benjamin Bayou has eyes everywhere.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good stuff? Try some...
Ain't no funny stuff with that booster.
Range of cosmetic and biological.
Yeah?
Come on!
Benjamin Bayou is so not compensating for anything. Egomaniac. When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Yeah, what? Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago. Good. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. The conduction grid went on. At this point, the money we're taking in is a You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. None whatsoever. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send. What do you think I should do? You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long. If there's anything else you need, any questions. As long as it doesn't get me to... Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this. I'd like to help you. I really would. I hope I can trust you. Not happening. Look, I don't know why you're pushing me to talk about Miss Komiko's... Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, what? Let me save you some time. Good. Look, I'm afraid that thing... I don't care if I'm allowed to... The conduction grid... At this point, the money would... The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou... I swear to you... None what's... Look, I have a full... What do you think I should... You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayou's killed people for doing less. The hell? Hey, look, if there's anything else... As long as it doesn't get me to... Whoa. No, I can't. Sorry. I hear you. Maybe we can work something out. I mean, it might be okay. Is this really what we're doing? Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting. I don't know what it was. And before you ask, we're done talking about that. Sorry. You want to do some digging? We're done talking about that. Because I'm sick and tired of the people around here spend half their life. Something rotten. She's my boss. She might be a bit... I've only been working here. Well, the big... Sure, no problem. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Got a problem?
If you want to talk, you'll have to schedule an appointment.
That isn't yours.
Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg.
I'm working here.
Hello.
Astral Labs.
Throughout the settled systems,
I mean,
so you can do
confession
your
time. I
banking
used to
your
blow
own
off
way,
some steam.
on your own time.
Bad idea.
To ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galactic. You really going to walk on by and miss out on a chance to experience Euphorica? We have everything you want out of Neon and more. Come in right now, and you may even have a chance to experience.
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity?
Micah
or
knows how to make
Mer-
a drink.
You kidding? Chimera, all day.
Welcome. Please. I can offer you a drink. Or perhaps you're here.
Velocity? That?
No. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
By the third chimera?
Yeah, sure. Tell me another. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
Wouldn't be the first club I was tossed out of. Even the third.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out. But, if you want to talk, of course, access to the... Excellent. Then here is your... Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with... Enjoy your
I could really
drinks.
bend your ear when you got a moment.
Hey there.
You good?
Yeah. You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that. How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you, though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high-security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it. If you get caught in Generdyne, that's on you. Good luck.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able. So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only Last Descendant? Is it everything you imagined? Well, I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Ko and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days... I am. Yeah, there was a time, well before Korra, where it really felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Korra to... Well then, Korra's gonna get a 5-star from my father. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system. And now... That's what I like. Well, I hope the stuff they publish is just...
I'd be making a fortune if they
I heard
Anywhere else, a fish processing plant would be no big deal. That's Bayou's river of gold. You know, everyone does their best work with security literally riding you.
I was just talking to the guy a while ago. Honestly, he's not what I...
That's how you get the job. Better we get it than someone else.
Am I hearing things?
I can't do this!
The hell was that?
Neon security!
Take him down!
I made a big mistake!
Right out!
I can't do this!
Can't take it down! Can't take it!
This isn't worth it!
I'm out of here!
What do I do? No! Get up! Get up!
Total system failure.
I'm gonna put you down!
I can't do this!
Stop! Please! Don't shoot. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. No? Okay. I'm not trying. At this point, I'd do anything. I think you could safely say that most of Neon would agree. You know, everything always works out for him.
This just makes me hate Benjamin even more. It makes me sick.
Yeah.
The person that finally stands up.
You know what?
Back here.
I am sick to death of it. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-. I'm getting out of here, Wise.
Found him.
Do me a favor and don't tell my brother we talked. He wouldn't like it.
This is awesome!
Oh, wow.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems. All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted. Probably. But do you want to know why that's not going to happen? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first! Yes, I suppose I have become somewhat of a legend in the Freestar Collective. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
Always the charmer, Bayou.
Brayson? Interesting. And here I thought my dear brother was simply a coward. Perhaps I've misjudged Brayson. No matter. I'll deal with him soon enough.
Brayson's... He made a mistake. Go easy on him. He's your brother, for God's sake.
So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Clover over at Kelcorp? She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
Save it for someone who gives it.
You can trust.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
Our certified technicians will quickly...
With us.
Reliant Medical. It's time you were treated.
Love the vibe in this city. Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
You didn't see anything. Catch my drift?
Yeah?
Yes? What?
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a... You're not the least bit... Must be nice. Well, I'm glad... Since Bayou flagged the... Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back. I've been fleet for the last 5 years. You don't have to remind me that there's risk in what we do. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get...
Given the heat we've brought on her?
I appreciate that. I really do. Having each other's... How much, Wow, that's way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous.
Spend it wisely.
All right, I guess we're done. And hey, if anyone tries to... Put in a good word to Delgado for...
I am zoned out of my mind right now.
Glad you're back. Sorry. Can you believe... Well, I'm glad someone. Since Bay... Now I'm in a bit of a bind. That's pretty cool of you to offer. But I know what he's gonna say.
Sorry, Estelle. This was your scheme. You're on your own.
Believe me, he's not gonna be much help. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making?
Given the heat we've brought on her, might be the right thing to do.
I appreciate that. I really do. How much, This is perfect. It will definitely help. Thank you.
Just... stay safe. Bayou's bad news.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if you ever... And hey, you won't be here in Rook... If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me. Now, how did I know you were gonna ask me that? Honestly, doesn't matter. If the man thinks that chasing... I mean, I'm not gonna... Put in a good word to Delgado for me, will ya?
Hey.
Take it easy.
Had to cancel my vacation.
Just one quiet day.
Again.
That too much to ask for?
What do you think I should wear? I'm thinking something classy, but understated.
That sounds great.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Hey, it's your ass, not mine on the line. Whole area's gone to hell. Us crate rats used to think... Kinda wish... Sure. So, what would the disciple...
know your daily adventures from the month.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions you see. Pre-Star Collective and you see both.
Apply today, the nearest kiosk.
Yeah? Buying, sell? Yeah? Well then let you either walk... So... Hey, I never said stole. You used that word. Look, let's stop playing games. We both know what I'm talking about. Now what'll it be? Yeah. All right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today, the nearest.
Kikuchi's a lot of fun. I even bring Cora here every now and then.
An application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
Hi, welcome to Arbron. Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Likewise. What brings you to Ryu? If I were you, I'd start with... Sure, have a look. Sure thing. Let me know if any... Thanks for stopping by.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today, the nearest kiosk.
Interested in your imps?
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset.
Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories.
Welcome to Neon Tactical.
What can I get you? If you're here to buy, take a look around. My store, my rule. If you don't like, that's more like it. You know, I mean, look. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows revenue has decreased 13.7.
What the hell is this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire.
There should be a sign, dump your Aurora here. You'd make a fortune if you put a net right under here, I'm not even kidding.
That's Administrator Bay's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it! Let's go!
Ready to take off, Captain. I don't know about you, but yep.
Dust off complete. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Coe would give me a good one. But I think he would have liked the man that were heavy craft drive. Target shields are fried.
Target's shields are down.
Docking procedure is complete.
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible. Oh, that's hilarious. You're a real comedian, you know that? Now get your ass to the... Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
If I had a Berian crest, I'd run my own city. Like they do. Except they might...
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC SysDef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home. Just slow down and listen before you jump the gun and ruin everything. Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the CommSpike module installed as well.
When do we get our own lackeys to do everything in creation while we lay back and watch SSNN?
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the Legacy, and bring us the cash. Nothing around here is simple.
Del's right. You have to follow these steps carefully, or don't bother coming back. After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption, so bring it back here right away. Yeah? I sure hope. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving. The toughest nut to crack is if UC SysDef brings in the Vigilance. That Commander Ikande has himself a hell of a ship there. Advanced shield tech, bristling with weapons. I would love to see that thing burn. If we hope to stand a chance against it, we need those defensive batteries and Crix's legacy. Now get your ass to Bannock 4.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. The comm spike traces that file you lifted from the GalBank archive. All you have to do... Well, you already know that the conduction grid does. The version for your... Instead, it has a nice side effect. There are 3 defensive... They were part of the use... The good news... The bad news is that they're one... Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy one. Sure. Let me punch... I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. Not a problem. I've seen worse. We'll get right on it. This is it. Don't screw this up. I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. Not a problem. I bet you would. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look. I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. Not a problem. Sounds like fun. Let's see what I've got.
captain here's earned their stripes.
Kinetics, electromags, energy weapons. Nothing.
Hey! How are you?
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? Seal released. It's called a haiku. I just read about them. Grav drive spinning down. Systems green. Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri.
All support ship have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
There you are. I'm going to make this short and simple. I've received the reports about that stunt you pulled on Neon. You opened fire inside Genodyne, a civilian facility. This is completely unacceptable. Are you out of your mind? You're damn right. I've tried to be patient with you. But my patience and your time with SysDev is at an end. You're under arrest. I expect you to follow Lieutenant Toff to the brig peacefully, or else we'll have to use lethal force. Do you understand? Do you understand what you've done here? If you think for one moment I'm going to allow you to continue under my command, then you've seriously underestimated my judgment. You're being removed from this ship and transferred to prison, where you'll pay for your crimes. Lieutenant Toft will explain all of the details. Sorry it's come to this, but you left me no choice. A wise decision on your part.
By order of Commander Kibwe Akande, you are hereby under arrest. You're now stripped of all privileges befitting a member of UC SysDef, and you will be immediately remanded to prison on Jemison. Any attempt to return to the ship will be considered a hostile act and you will be fired upon.
Get off my ship.